Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at DXY on a daily time frame. As you can see, we have officially opening and closing above the 55 EMA at 102. We're holding that level pretty decently, and we're getting rejected at that 102.50, which we are expecting. I do expect us to claim that 102.50 level and test into that 103. It's gonna probably be it could happen today, it could happen in a few days. This rejection off of the 102.50 level, we still have the possibility of consolidating on the 102. Once the 102 is basically consolidated, it might take a day or two. We go sideways here, then we can look for the next breakup after maybe this weekly close, like into next week. If you go to the weekly chart, you'll understand what I mean. The weekly has still got room to this 102.60 level, and until we claim that with a daily open and close, we're not really going to have a clean path to that 103. But right now, we are doing everything as textbookly proper as possible. We just need to wait to see if we can get above that 102.50 level or not. And if not, we can pull back and find support at that 101.88 next week, and around 102 to 108, 102 to 101.88, we can consolidate for the whole week next week before looking for a continuation upside into that 103 level. So just be aware of that moving forward, that as we're poking up higher here, we're going to get a little bit of downside on Bitcoin and ETH, and that is the next thing we're going to look at is Bitcoin, because yesterday it did start off with weakness, but it recouped all of the drop from that 29.3, yeah, 29.3. 29.3 area, but we also had this move over here at 28.5, which I was saying like that's a buying opportunity. We were always looking out for the 100 EMA on this, as well as ETH, which I will show you next. The fact that we got this nasty wick to the downside and we closed up here is actually very, very good of a liquidity grab, which is what we were expecting. I don't think the grab is good enough. This looks like a dead cat bounce into the 21 EMA, and we're rejecting off the golden pocket again. So not only could you have gotten a long, you could have gotten a short at 30,100 again. And this is all we're doing is going sideways in the range, but we're putting in a lower high from the previous high. So this does not stay bullish, but the scalp was there on both ends. You could have took it. I'm going to remove all the EMAs, and that just shows you a little bit more clear that we are consolidating here. Unless we have a daily open and close underneath 29,300, I would assume that we're going sideways and up due to the fact that we already took the liquidity grab over here to the downside. Now, even if we come down here, it's going to be precarious situation, and then until we lose that 29.2, I'm not looking for that fill of this wick. Okay, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, and we do have downside possibility, since Dixie is looking for upside, of course we have downside possibility. On the 4-hour, you can see that we're actually flagging right above the 200 EMA, which is actually very healthy for continuation to the upside. We have 56 minutes left on this 4-hour close. If the 4-hour close happens above 29,550, I'll be looking for upside into the next 4-hour open into New York, okay? And then at the next 4-hour close at lunchtime, we can see if we're going to be looking for continuation upside or not on Bitcoin. So be aware of that. And then also on the upside point, the second you have a 4-hour open and close above 30,100, I'll be looking for 31.5 immediately. All right, now let's go to ETH. So ETH is flirting along the support at the 1855 area, 1860 area. Until we have a daily close underneath 1860, I'm not looking for the downside scenario, which is around 1800 to 1790. You did have that opportunity to take that long, to scalp it, and another again opportunity to take the short off of 1880 again. You know, if you had the balls to take it, you could have took it. Right now, it does look like downside is brewing. Same thing on Bitcoin. So taking that long scalp, if you didn't take profit and this downside comes at you, you're about to regret it. So make sure you take some profit and have a stop loss and profit if you took this 1800 out, 1800 long. And the second you lose the 4 hour on 1840 open and close, that's your warning sign of downside to come. So 1840 was a big line in the sand. Losing it was a big thing. Reclaiming it is a big thing. 1840, 1840, 1840. All right. Be aware of that level. And this time, if we lose it, the downside will be much more weaker. I mean, much more deeper because the wick already took that liquidity. So coming back down on that level is going to be downside, like major downside probably. On the 4 hour, you can see that RSI is actually showing you that, hey, upside potential is there. So after this 4 hour close in 54 minutes, if we can hold this 1860 level, I would say the next 4 hour can be continuation to the upside. Open and continue up. Now, I didn't do this on Bitcoin. I'm going to quickly look at this. So a weekly perspective, as long as we're holding above 1815, we can be looking for upside into the weekly to come, to the new week candle to come. You're actually testing your support right now, and then you're looking for upside. Even though it's giving you a bearish divergence, until you close underneath that 55 EMA, I wouldn't be, sorry, under the 21 EMA, I wouldn't be um, scared, and the fact that the 21 is crossing the 55 is a bullish stance. Even though you have this bearish divergence here, you still got this huge nice wick showing you buyers are there defending this level. So be aware of that. We just got a new monthly open. Here's your monthly candles, and it actually is pointing at potential upside to come. This last month was the test of support, and now this month, if we can claim above this 1880, 1890, going to 2000 would be basically a walk in the park. And then more than likely, you're going to claim these wicks and probably get into like 22, yeah, 2200 area, a little bit higher than that. So be aware of that. Monthly looks good on I mean ETH. Let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin too. Yeah, guys. Monthly wise, that would not be too bearish. Weekly, I can understand us testing into support and making this bull flag. After this week, though, next week, if everything goes smooth this week with earnings, next week I would look for continuation. And when I say next week, probably Sunday, you can look for us to jock for position into the next week. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you guys would like to trade with me, feel free to join me on the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend. Thank you for helping the channel grow by using that. Also, if you could leave me a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, I would greatly appreciate it. If you are interested in anything else asset wise, feel free to join the Discord. I will be going over a few possible trades for options. Like for today, we have public service announced public storage announcing their earnings PSA, and that's something that I was interested in with all the housing the way it is and people not being able to move and people being stuck in apartments. They're gonna need public storage to keep all their purchases because we're a consumer culture. So as people keep buying stuff, they're gonna need space to put it, and I was assuming that PSA was gonna show that in their earnings. So keep alert for that as the markets open. If PSA is good, I mean, let's quickly look at that, and I would say I'll give you a quick way that I'm trying to look at this. Same thing with the EMAs. I'm gonna keep them on. PSA, if earnings are good, I will be looking for calls probably into that 318. The way that this is looking, we have three bearish divergence. Even if we want to look for upside, we should probably plan for that 250. So I would be buying calls 250. I'd be selling puts around 300. I mean, even 310, 315, whatever has got the better premium for you when you're taking these trades. So like 315, I would be taking, I would be selling puts. I'd be buying calls around 250, and then today more than likely kind of looks like it's going to be doing that. So let's see how this plays out, and then that's on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, daily is pointing straight on down. So I'm looking for a little downside on this asset. Um, if we analyze this a little bit further, real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'll save this for the Discord. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I said, I would sell puts 315, buy calls 250, probably for like a quarter, like next quarter, like 3 months out, and we can see how that plays out, and we'll follow up. Aside from that, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.